in the vaudeville. They had real talent.
Speaking of funny podcast.
Not this young stuff you had today. You call it funny. Speaking of funny.
And so I wanted to know, how do you balance, what you do on stage and traveling and writing? I think that's something I'm kind of struggling with. Do you, I travel with a backpack all the time, and I got my notebook, my iPad with a pencil, and I'm always like writing. Do you find that to be something critical? And I've met comics who don't write at all. That baffles me. But are you a comedian that doesn't write, or just has the gift of just being funny?
I do believe that your talent can kind of carry you, but I'm also a big fan of work ethic. I fashion myself of less of a writer and more of a reporter. So my approach is a little different. I'm always reporting my life. I'm always looking, taking inventory of the world, and I'm reporting that back to my audience. So my writing process probably is different than yours. And that's no diss to what you do or what I do. It's just different. We all approach that thing different. I'm rarely going to write just something that don't have nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? Gotcha. It's always going to be connected to me somehow. I got this concept I'm working on now where I say, that marriage is a bad contract. I mean, I've been married 25 years, but it's just a bad deal. You would never sign any other deal under the same pretenses. You wouldn't buy a car that you had to keep forever.
Yeah.
Funny. And so it hasn't formed itself as a joke yet, but the idea, my wife and I have been married 25 years, so it's 25 years of marriage, but like we should have to renew this thing at some point. Like we should have to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know we got kids and everything, but just take them out of the equation. Do you still like me?
Let's get to the meat.
And so that's those questions that came about a real life, and it's more again of me just looking at real life, whether it's my kids, and taking inventory of the stuff they do, and like my daughter is a dancer. My son was a tattletale. That was a part of my act at one point. He would tell everything, and so I guess to answer your question, for me. Being a reporter is more feasible, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
And maybe a technique you could try, and just start really, because like any given day I might have 30 ideas, 40 or 50 ideas. And so I just jot it down. I might throw it in my phone. I might, I might have a little book that I expand topics on and stuff like that. But I try not to, like writers encounter stuff that all writers encounter, like writer's block.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I never deal with writer's block because I'm always like going, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's used to, yeah. And then like, I watched the video, even creating for the internet. I'm just finding stuff that I think is funny and I'm expanding on it. So that's it.